feel like I've spent the past few years, months, weeks, days cultivating really sustainable, healthy practices for myself to keep me feeling the best that I can each day, no matter what the day kind of has to bring. Even if I'm having quite a rough day, I still feel like this culmination of things sets me up in the best way possible for it. That means I can still have obviously an absolutely rubbish day and still feel horrible, but I think I also know how to take care of myself. And I think that doing these practices on a regular basis, or knowing myself, I'm putting myself in the best position to be able to experience my life fully and to be able to navigate both the good and bad times. Things like yoga, meditation, journaling, doing things with my hands, creating things from scratch, handling good quality ingredients, making good, delicious, nourishing food, spending time with people that I love, spending time by myself, listening to my intuition, standing by my values and acting upon them and following what I believe to be true and my truth. Every time you do them, you're solidifying a habit or you're solidifying a routine. And I think it arms me with, the best possible chance to be able to deal with the ups and downs. And, making a list of things that make me feel good makes me realize how many things make me feel happiness. And happiness is like a spectrum, right? Like, you can be a little bit happy or you can be like so happy. And like, making a list of just everything that I can think of at this time that makes me happy, it shows me how many little things that I now do on a very regular basis, even daily, that bring me that happiness and that positively contribute to the quality of my life, and just how important that is to continue. Even like just to simply carve out time for myself to do something that makes me feel good. It's so important because you walk away feeling proud of yourself because you didn't have to do that. No one was telling you to. You didn't, and you didn't do it for anyone but yourself. And that's a really important skill to work at and to have. It's obviously impossible to do everything all the time, but I think writing it down or like typing it out or just kind of acknowledging all the things that bring me happiness makes me realize how easily I can make myself happy on a daily basis and keep myself happy and keep myself feeling positive. And it reminds me to schedule things in, the bigger things in, like a beach trip or something that bring me that larger happiness. And I think happiness and things that make us feel good are so important to include in our lives because it raises our standard of living. And I think it raises the expectations we have for ourselves. I think we're less inclined to settle if you make an effort to do things that make you feel good on a regular basis. You are more content more easily with life because I think it teaches you to see the beauty in the mundane or the small things, or like I think you just get more in touch with yourself and your intuition and your feelings and your emotions and your experiences. But I think it means that you also won't settle for things that don't make you feel good and things that are subpar. You won't just be like, oh well, I guess this is it. Nah, you'll work to find that happiness and work to make it work so that you still have things that feel good. And I think that's so important because, for example, I think if you on a daily basis have a few things that you do just for yourself. Say you journal in the morning, you exercise at night, and you have a home-packed lunch. You're less inclined to spend the majority of your day then working at a job you don't like, because you're surrounding yourself with all these other things that are doing you good. So it makes you want to raise other things in your life to match that feeling of goodness or fulfillment or your potential. I think that's really important. Like today really is a very average day. I had nothing special in my calendar. I loved going out to coffee with my mum. That was the thing on my calendar, and it was lovely. No, I take it back. That was special. I love being able to do that. But, you know, a day of washing and work, it's just a normal day, right? But I've noticed the blue sky, how I love the feeling of this mug in my hands, putting on an outfit that I feel really comfortable in and happy, like I feel like myself in, making time for my mum to have coffee, preparing bread, like trying a new thing, making bread. There was so much joy in today, and there's so much happiness and contentment, and like it just makes me realize that it's worth tuning into yourself and what makes you feel good, what makes me feel happy, and my body feel good, and my mind and my intuition. It's really worth tuning into that, listening, learning, trial and error, looking to other people for inspiration or motivation. Self-growth doesn't have to be this grand thing, and it doesn't have an end date. I'm never going to reach a point in my life where I'm like, yep, I am the best version of myself. Because I think I'm always going to be growing. That's the human experience. And if we've learned everything we can, if we somehow manage to learn everything we can and absorb all the intelligence that the world has to offer, there's still so much more to learn as we age, as we move through different stages of life. So to be able to feel content with where I am now, and just be able to be present and live in the moment, just that itself is a incredible blessing that I have no one else to thank for but myself. And that's a pretty wonderful feeling. Maybe you would like to write a list of things that make you feel good, and then just go from there.